such thing as coming out or being out. The very idea of being out, it was ludicrous. You know, people talk about being in and out now. There was no out.
And I got to the corner of 6th Avenue and 8th Street, crossed the street, and there I had found Nirvana. There was all these drag queens and these crazy people, and everybody was carrying on. I made friends that first day.
There was one street called Christopher Street where actually I could sit and talk to other gay people beyond just having sex.
First police officer that came in with our group said the place is under arrest. When you exit, have some identification. This time they said, we're not going. That's it. We're not going.
Stonewall.
Stonewall.
Stonewall. Stonewall.
Stonewall is the pivotal moment of the modern gay movement. It's when everything turned around. It's when the gay community said, we're not going to take oppression anymore. We're going to fight back and kick ass. And that's what we did.
I don't know if we would be here today if not for Stonewall, and I certainly don't know if I would be able to do what I do as an openly gay singer and songwriter if not for that.
They turned around and they said, in this moment, we will have no more of this. And there would be no going back after that.
To know your history and to know your research and to know the people that came before you and the people that, whether they lost their lives or they lost their freedom.
I think that Stonewall is still an incredibly important mark in the history of gay America, and it is unfortunately forgotten and even unknown by a lot of younger gay Americans.
What is important about Stonewall and what happened 40 years ago is because if you don't study history, you're condemned to repeat it.
If we catch you involved with a homosexual, your parents are going to know about it first. And you will be caught. Don't think you won't be caught. Because this is one thing you cannot get away with. This is one thing that if you don't get caught by us, you'll be caught by yourself. The rest of your life will be a living hell.
From the fighting, a movement was born.
If it had just been those nights of rioting and outrage and nothing followed it, nothing would have changed.
First, gay rights organizations were created after Stonewall.
We put on dances that were by and for the gay community. We built up a huge treasury which we used to start the first gay community center.
A year after the riots, the group marked the occasion with a march.
We decided that the march should start around Stonewall on Christopher Street, and march up to Central Park. We had threats. We were scared. We often referred to it as the first run because we went so fast. By the time that we got to the park and I turned around, it was unbelievable. It was one of the great moments of my life. I get chills just thinking about it because in 1 year we went from a bunch of hidden people who fought back one night in the dark to thousands of people marching in the sunlight into Central Park as proud, openly gay and lesbian people. When I die, that'll be one of the things I'm going to remember most.
We, the people, declare today that the most evident of truths, that all of us are created equal, is the star that guides us still. Just as it guided our forebears through Seneca Falls and Selma and Stonewall, just as it guided all those men and women, sung and unsung, who left footprints along this great mall, to hear a preacher say that we cannot walk alone, to hear a king proclaim that our individual freedom is inextricably bound to the freedom of every soul on earth. It is now our generation's task to carry on what those pioneers began. For our journey is not complete until our wives, our mothers, and daughters can earn a living equal to their efforts. Our journey is not complete until our gay brothers and sisters are treated like anyone else under the law. For if we are truly created equal, then surely the love we commit to one another must be equal as well.
We've come a long way, but it's up to you now to carry us to where we really need to go.